From the NMSU Department of Journalism and Media Studies in collaboration with KRWG, this is the student-produced News22, where news matters.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Bodie Fogden.
And I'm Jacqueline Reese. Another Las Cruces teenager is in jail this evening, accused of shooting his 15-year-old friend. Police say the shooting happened about 2:30 Monday morning.
They found the 15-year-old boy near the intersection of Galena Drive and Arena Drive on East Mesa. He had been shot. They arrested 18-year-old Evan Gabriel Martinez and charged him with attempted murder and tampering with evidence. Police say the two were planning to steal guns from a nearby home. Anyone with information on this case is asked to call Las Cruces Police. Former New Mexico State University basketball player DeShondre Washington's trial has been rescheduled for a fourth time.
Yes, Bodie, the trial was supposed to start October 2nd, but his attorney filed for an emergency pension for the case to remain in the hands of the New Mexico State Supreme Court. Washington is facing multiple felony charges for allegedly sexually assaulting teammates and student managers during the 2022-23 season. Washington could face up to 45 years in prison if convicted on all charges.
It is spooky season, so is the weather getting any spookier for us?
A little bit spookier. It's also getting a little bit cooler, thankfully. But first, we're going to check out our first look here at NMSU. It's just the end of the sunset. Sunset is actually at 6:34 today, so happening right about now. But don't worry, we still have sunlight, or a little bit of sunlight, until about 7:55 when it'll be completely dark. But let's check out our local temperatures. So today we had sunny skies, a high of 84 degrees, and it was 84 degrees still. We're looking at winds south-southeast, or coming up from the south-southeast at 10 miles per hour. Humidity is finally down a little bit at 32%. The dew point is 51, and then the barometer is 29.98 inches. Today, like we said, the high was 84 degrees. We've got an average of 71 today, and the low is going to be 60 tonight. For you history buffs and weather nerds, we've got a record high of 90 degrees in 1998, and in 1966 we had a record low of 31 degrees. It hasn't rained today yet, but the yearly rainfall is 8.85 degrees. What else do you have for us, Bodian?
NMSU has a reputation of giving students in-person experience in addition to classroom learning. A good example is the School of Hotel, Restaurant, and Tourism Management.
Students run their very own cafe called the Westside Bistro, as News22's Raven Villarreal reports. Since the last week of September, they've been learning by doing.
That is very interesting. I like it.
Westside Bistro kicked off their grand opening and entered their second week with energy. Working from 11 to 1 p.m., the students in the quantity food production class learn what it's like running a cafe. One of their main goals is making sure the customers feel welcomed and cared for while they dine.
For me personally, I think that good customer service is the feeling that the guests leave with. Because when a guest comes in and we sit them, we want them to remember the food and remember the experience.
I love it. I've had it for a week and
Not only do the students want to leave good impressions for everyone who visits, but so does Danielle Young, the college chef instructor and assistant professor.
I'm talking to guests and the students completely do everything. So I highly encourage people to come just to try it because of the fact that it's all student run.
While the students take on roles like cooking and serving, they also have time for fun events. They have a variety of different events that occur throughout the weeks in the semester. They will be having cooking competitions that are not just for hospitality students, but also for the rest of the public.
And then we also have TAP, which is a happy hour that takes place here as well. That's on the first Friday of every month. And we also have international dinners that take place here, 5-course meal with wine pairings, and all of our events are open to the public.
The bistro will be open until the week before the fall semester ends here on campus. Raven Villarreal, News22.
They're student run just like us. We should all go. Stay tuned. Corey will be back with your national forecast.
Jay Schwanke's Life in Bloom is back with a new season filled with surprises. Travel to Hawaii for a 2-part episode devoted to the culture of lei and Lei Day, and visit with Ed Kenny of Family Ingredients. We'll visit the studios of public television icon Bob Ross, and I'll interpret this painting through flowers. Flower Farms, Miss Margot Returns, and a Halloween special, Life in Gloom. Live the flower life with me on public television stations nationwide.
Saturday at 2 p.m. on KRWG.
Have you always wanted to try yoga? Here's your chance to lengthen, strengthen, and tone your body with Happy Yoga with Sarah Starr. In each episode, Sarah guides you through a modified yoga practice using a chair for support, providing you with an easy entrance into a gentle yoga practice, all while featuring the beauty of Mother Nature. Enjoy a yoga practice that is invigorating, fun, and accessible, but most of all, effective.
Welcome back. You're watching News 22 Wednesday,
where news matters. New Mexico is ranked amongst the top in gun suicide deaths, and it's led by older white men. Analysis from the Trace shows that Americans over 70 and older have the highest suicide rates of any age group. From 2009 to 2023, nearly 64,000 older Americans died from suicide. Older white men gun suicides are more than 3 times the rate of Black and Latino men their age. Dr. Emmy Betts, an emergency physician and suicide prevention researcher, says it's important to start conversations with older family members about giving up firearms. The New Mexico Department of Health renews mandatory syphilis testing after seeing a decrease in cases for the first time since 2018. The health order directs medical professionals to test individuals aged 18 to 50 and during pregnancy. When the sexually transmitted disease is passed from mother to child, it can cause major birth defects or fatality. The public health order previously resulted in a 31% decrease in primary and secondary syphilis and a 19.6% decrease in congenital syphilis. And Corey is next with your national weather forecast.
Thanks, Bodie. All right, so we can see here, this is the national weather map, just the temperatures that we were experiencing today into tomorrow. We've got a little bit of a cooler system going on in Montana, down into Nevada. We've got some cool temperatures. And then also in upstate New York over to Maine, we got some cooler temperatures as well. In Texas, we're also experiencing the heat of the country. Down into Florida, the Gulf is all experiencing some of the warmer temperatures of the country at the moment. Checking out our next map, we can see the predicting the storms that should be coming in the next overnight. So we've got some thunderstorms here in the southern Rockies into the Great Plains, and then over in the northern Rockies, they're expecting a mix of snow and rain. We've also got a little bit of winter conditions like we were talking about up in Maine and in New York as well. Let's check out the next map. If you've never seen the Northern Lights, it's not too late to catch a red-eye to Canada or the northern states in the U.S. We've got, not today, but tomorrow night, we're looking at a pretty nice coronal mass ejection that will be bringing a chance of checking out the Northern Lights, assuming that the clouds cooperate. But that's all for the weather. Stay tuned. We'll be back for some local weather after the break.
Hi, I'm Casey Counts, inviting you to join us for Fronteras, A Changing America, at its new time, Thursday nights at 7, followed by Colores, New Mexico at 7:30. We cover the issues impacting the borderland and talk to people driving change in our communities. Right here on KRWG Public Media, thanks to your support.
KRWG-TV's public file is available at 2915 McPhee Circle in Milton Hall, Room 117, on the campus of New Mexico State University. Regular business hours are from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and 1 to 5 p.m. weekdays. You can also view the file online at publicfiles.fcc.gov.
The news comes at you so fast that sometimes you miss stories that impact you. Enter KRWG's Friday News Wrap. Explore exclusive content, in-depth news, deeper dives into stories, and so much more. Get it delivered to your email by subscribing free at krwg.org. KRWG Public Media, powered by you.
Welcome back. So let's check out the weather we got going on today in New Mexico. So we've got some cooler temperatures up in Santa Fe at 67 degrees. We've got a little bit warmer temperatures in Farmington. Albuquerque's still looking pretty warm. Socorro as well. Roswell, Ruidoso, Las Cruces, we're all experiencing some warmer temperatures today. Clovis as well. Deming is also looking at a temperature of 86 degrees today. And then tomorrow we'll be looking at some cooler temperatures, especially in the northern part of the state. So Farmington will have a high of 60 degrees. Santa Fe as well will have a high of 64 degrees. Albuquerque, Gallup will also be experiencing some cooler weather. But here in the southwest, it'll still be a little bit warmer. We'll be looking at 81 degrees tomorrow in Las Cruces, and then Deming will be looking at a temperature of 79 tomorrow. And then Alamogordo tonight will be experiencing some clear skies with a low of 61 degrees. Tomorrow we'll be looking at a sunny day with a high of 82. In Truth or Consequences, there's a slight chance of thunderstorms, but they should roll in and roll out pretty quickly. We're looking at a low of 55 there. And then here in Silver City, we'll be looking at a low of 49 tonight, mostly clear skies. And tomorrow we'll be looking at a high of 71 degrees. And then today in Las Cruces, there's a 50% chance of storms right around 10 p.m. So bring your umbrella if you're taking a midnight stroll. But we'll be back to warm and clear skies tomorrow with a high of 81 degrees. That's it for the local weather. What else do we have, Bodie and Jacqueline?
And Mikey Tunko is next with sports.
Thanks, Bodie. Thanks, Jacqueline. Coming up in sports, it was a nail-biter of a game in Lynchburg, Virginia for the Aggie football versus the Liberty Flames last night. Don't go too far because News 22 Sports is next.
PBS News, providing trusted coverage in a rapidly moving news cycle.
The Supreme Court temporarily barred the Trump administration from deporting Venezuelan migrants
and diving deeper into critical issues.
Over the past 15 years, pedestrian and cyclist deaths on our roads have increased dramatically.
Every year in the United States, as many as 1 billion birds die while migrating.
And the way that we live, having windows, is killing birds.
Weekends at 6:30 p.m. on KRWG-Public Media.
Thousands of people have come here to the Center of Seoul this evening. They have come to celebrate the newly elected president, Lee Jae-myung.
He's been firing rubber bullets at the direction of the crowd, and it shows you just how volatile the situation is.
We're seeing scenes of destruction like this one across Mandalay, and the reality on the ground is there just aren't enough pairs of hands.
Given the scale of the attacks we've seen over the past 48 hours, it doesn't feel like we're in ceasefire territory.
This is KRWG-TV News 22 Sports.
For the win! He got it!
Welcome back, everyone. I'm Mikey Tonko, and let's talk sports. NMSU men's tennis is wrapping up their fall schedule in Las Vegas, Nevada, competing in the ITA National Mountain Regional Championships hosted by UNLV. This event offers the Aggies an opportunity to test their progress and gain valuable experience among the best in the region. Play began this morning with qualifying, and the start of the main draw for singles and doubles starts tomorrow. And that's all for sports tonight. Join us for more sports action tomorrow. Still ahead on News 22. Corey will be back to take a look at our 5-day weather forecast.
I'm Eric Johnson, host of Garden Smart. Each week we travel the country north to south, east to west, exploring some of the most exciting gardens, as well as talking to industry horticulturalists about design principles, new plants, and also how you can be more successful with your home garden.
Saturday at 2:30 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
This season on Homemade Live, we are cooking up something fun.
It's amazing.
New guests,
Joy,
Bauer,
my buddy,
Kendall Tool.
I'm cooking with Lydia Bastianich right now. What is happening?
New recipes.
Lemony orzo, eggplant parmesan, country-style crepes.
And you could smear this on a tire and I'd eat it. And unexpected surprises.
I wish this was a shovel. That was so good.
It's all happening on Homemade Live.
Monday at 2 p.m. on KRWG Public Media.
Well, Corey, let's see what you have for us for our 5-day.
Yeah, so this week we're looking at mostly clear skies. It'll be warm and sunny. We're looking at 80s, 70s, and then some cool weather down into 47 on Saturday and on Monday.
And that's all for News 22 Wednesday. Thank you, everyone, for joining us tonight.
Tune in tomorrow night for more news, but don't go too far because Amelia Albarranos is next with Noticias 22 in Espanol. I'm Bodie Fogden.
And I'm Jacqueline Reese. And from the whole News 22 team, Bodie, Corey, Mikey, and myself, have a good night.
This news brief in Espanol is brought to you by Noticias 22. La información más completa de Nuevo México, El Paso y la frontera. Noticias 22.
Buenas tardes, les saluda Emilia Albornoz, hoy en Noticias 22. El juicio del exjugador de baloncesto de la Universidad Estatal de Nuevo México, DeAndre Washington, ha sido reprogramado por cuarta vez. Se suponía que el juicio de Washington comenzaría el 2 de octubre en Las Cruces, pero el abogado Scott Davidson presentó una petición de emergencia para que el caso permanezca en manos de la Corte Suprema del Estado de Nuevo México. Washington enfrenta distintos cargos en delitos graves por presuntamente agredir sexualmente a excompañeros de equipo y gerentes estudiantiles durante la temporada del 2022 y 2023 del equipo de baloncesto de la Universidad Estatal de Nuevo México en Las Cruces. Washington podría enfrentar hasta 45 años de prisión si es declarado culpable de todos los cargos. La policía de Las Cruces arrestó a un joven de 18 años acusado de dispararle a su amigo de 15 años tras planear juntos el robo de armas de fuego en una vivienda. Evan Gabriel Martínez enfrenta cargos de intento de asesinato y manipulación de pruebas. Fue detenido el lunes y permanece bajo custodia sin derecho a fianza en el centro de detención del condado de Doña Ana. El tiroteo ocurrió alrededor de las 2:30 de la madrugada el día lunes en el área de Galín Drive y Arena Drive. La víctima fue llevada al Centro Médico Universitario de El Paso con heridas graves pero no mortales. Martínez fue localizado más tarde en casa de su padre en la calle Ágate, donde fue detenido sin incidentes. La investigación sigue abierta. Si tiene alguna información, por favor comuníquese con la policía de Las Cruces al 575-526-0795. Esto ha sido todo por mi parte la noche de hoy. Síganos en nuestras redes sociales. Una buena noche.